looking so bare. You know, you just cut down the trees if you're not informed that these trees will grow leaves, because you're now getting to springtime. It's the time when the trees will have leaves. But right now, look at them. The twigs look in time brittle, look worn out, look like it's time to cut them down. But you'll be surprised, because when you look at one twig, you see that maybe one leaf is starting to form there, and you see it everywhere. You see it, one leaf trying to form there. So that's all that you'll see all over Switzerland, all over Europe at this time, when the weather is about changing, when it's about getting springtime, when it's actually springtime. So you can expect the leaves to come. But look at the appearance. So today we're going to look at the different types of terrain, the different types of trees or vegetation anyway generally, which have fallen all their leaves and they're waiting for springtime. It's a very interesting phenomena that can be found in Western countries that you will not see in Africa, for example. You see a tree that has got no leaves, like this one. The leaves have fallen down, they turned to brown, and then they fell off. And you can see some trees have still got the brown leaves, and you can see towards the edge they are now germinating. Now the new leaves are coming up, so in 1 month's time you'll see them all green. It's a very interesting phenomena. You can see that one has got, that leaf is coming up, but the whole tree doesn't have any leaves. You see, in this one you've got brown leaves which are waiting to just fall down. And you'll see the leaves, the green leaves that remain in the winter are only these kind of trees. Fir trees. Otherwise, the rest of the forest has got no leaves. Now it would be interesting to come into this jungle and you're coming in from Kenya, or you're coming in from other parts of Africa, and then you find these trees in this form. So you would think that they need to be fell down, but no. Everyone just needs to wait for the next season, and then in that season you get leaves like that. These ones that are coming up now. You see the tree looks old and the barks look actually like they could be cracked and be gotten out of the tree, but that is just an illusion. You just have to hang on to them up to the springtime. And you'll notice that they'll get leaves everywhere. As you can see, this one is a leaf that's coming up, and you'll see the whole forest has got leaves on the floor, which are leaves which fell down as we moved on in the winter time. You have the fall, leaves fall down, and so now they'll come up again, and then you will see a lot of them having leaves again in the springtime. It's a nice feeling to walk in this forest. Now the weather is changing. Now that we don't have winter forest, it's a nice walk into this forest. Now that we don't have any winter, so we can walk down. As you can hear the many birds. Hello, guten Tag. It's interesting. You can also see the dried parts of the leaf. Then you see the leaves coming up. Now, like always, I always expected to bump into one or two people, like I did this time. Bumped into a lady with her dog, but that's about it. Monday evening, Monday 3 p.m. So, and I did not expect a lot of people to come up here. We've got the river down there, which goes down. And you've got more of the trees, more of the leaves, trees without leaves. Yeah, well, we've got spring just around the corner, so that's what we've got on the floor. We've got some green leaves coming up and covering the leaves that were there before. Amen. Yeah, dog wants to play with me. Lovely sight. It's a lovely sight. You could just come and sit down here and meditate on your life. As we go on through the forest, you see a lot of heaps of trash which has been set aside. And this is also a very interesting tree because, as you can see, it's got so much mold. Actually, you can see it's got so much mold, and so you would imagine that it's over, it's done with, so we should cut it out. But that's not true. When you get to the springtime, when you get to the end of this month, we will see so many leaves which will be on this tree that will be unimaginable to think of what we could have done if we cut it off. Yeah. So, you can see the forest has got vegetation which has come up. you can see, for example, here we've got some trees which have come off the ground and they're up here, so but they are leafless. Like all this, all of them are leafless. Now you wouldn't come and cut them down because they're all going to get leaves. Oh, I cracked one. A mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But you can see the rest of it. You can see, for example, the edge has got some green. It's got some green which is coming out. And that's the presence of the leaves. As you can see, the green in this tree. Through this road, and we can get another point of exit. So stop. It looks like there is no exit here. Now it sounds so quiet, so easy. Disappearing doesn't just affect trees in the forest. It does affect wine. It affects every plant. Every plant that has leaves loses them over winter and before that, and then gets them back again in the spring. As you can see, these are stalks, wine stalks, hanging out, looking dry. But just wait until the end of this month, then you'll see them full of leaves. small flowers which is starting to give flowers. It's starting to spring up. We still have a long time to go before you can see the leaves coming back to the trees. You can see a few birds. Not so many, but you see them. Yes, I am spring. Only the branches, but no leaves on the trees. You can see some few flowers have come up, but there are no leaves. And you see the same thing with the fence. Just got dry leaves. Such trees. I just wonder. The trees are cut down, the branches, and they're left waiting for the springtime when they'll grow new branches, they'll grow new leaves. Like they're dying away, but that's just an illusion. That's just something that you shouldn't believe, because they're getting leaves there. The leaves will just come out in the springtime and they will shoot up and they will fill the whole body, streets. That is normal. This is winter time, autumn, into the winter time, and enough so that in the springtime you have the leaves coming back again. All this. We're trying to grapefruit. And on this tree. Outer months to see leaves on this hedge. Green leaves. This tree is supposed to have fruit, but now we have to wait until see the green come back to the leaves. Bound on. Springtime. You'll see these trees do not have any leaves. These are some of the trees. They do not have a leaf. So beautiful. And it looks like the tree is almost worthless if you are thinking of cutting down the tree. Then you find out that actually the tree is wonderful. Beautiful what nature brings to us. Look at that tree. No leaves, but yet so beautiful. Again to springtime, we'll see the leaves again. Beautiful, beautiful. That is a giant tree with no leaves in it. And those this are trees that will get some leaves. These are all trees that do not have leaves now, but soon. Now it's springtime.